Hugo, can you tell everybody what we're doing today?
We're going to the liquidation store. I'm gonna be 45 years old in a few days here, and growing up, my mom was very good with me. Always been treated very good by my mom, but always have a big list of Christmas present and birthday present I have, and of course my mom needed to make some choice, budget wise and things like that, and I always wanted a remote control loader and rock truck. And it's what we're going to see today. And I need to find another stargazer sunglasses or whatever for my YouTube channel. And yeah, it's what we're going to do today, and then get some mid-school supply from my daughter and all kind of stuff. Anyway, we'll see what we can find, and I'm gonna play with that. Maybe I'm just like a kid. I cannot wait for my birthday. I'm gonna play with that tonight. Drive everybody nuts with a remote control loader and a rock truck.
Weren't you saying you wanted to dump the dog food on the floor and see how fast it could scoop
Yeah,
up?
I want to do a small contest between me and my daughter.
See who can scoop it up the fastest or something.
I drive a rail loader before, but I never play with the remote control one. Then we'll see which one of us is going to be better. Then let's see later on today. We're almost there. Okay, subscribe or not, doesn't really matter to me. I like what I'm doing. Have a good day. Hey guys, I'm back. Welcome to my channel. Rageful Peace, or Peaceful Rage, for the one who follow my wife page. You guys lucky? Make myself handsome. When get a haircut. Happen only twice time a year. Well, I guess today was the day. Yay. I hope the ladies are not going to get too exciting. Well, anyway, I just want to touch base on certain stuff. I make a video yesterday. Oh yeah, hang on here. We pick at it slowly. We add some stuff to our office. I had kind of light to spin above my head right now on the wall. A little Canadian flag. I wait for a biggest one, but it doesn't come fast enough. With my ADHD, DDD. I don't like waiting. Then put a Canadian flag up. Buy it at Walmart. I love Walmart. Probably a Canadian flag who has been made in another country, but doesn't matter. Well, yesterday we have discussed about the scammer, my mother-in-law, and gimbal addiction. Well, anyway, and I tell you guys a little story about my wife videos getting blocked and doesn't meet the community standard, and child sexuality or whatever the case might be. Ridiculous. I mentioned that before. Crazy, and I have tendency to repeat myself. Take the pills, bro. Not a chance. Not gonna happen. And anyway, the update on that is, guess what? We get our mouth going. My wife wrote some stuff. I do some bitching online. And we receive apology from Facebook today. I believe probably, no damn doubt. My wife probably posted already. But the point is, the person who have put the complaint have failed. Try again. Anyway, on that note, I have a special guest today. A very special guest. That person I went through a lot. I live with that person every day. I love her. But what she have went through, it's unbelievable. Not always easy to live with her. I guess apparently it's not very easy to live with me either, but I don't find that so bad. I live with myself every day, watch myself in the mirror, every time I brush my teeth, every time I shave. Look at this. Doesn't shave very so often. I doesn't have lots of facial hair, but I don't find that very hard to live with me. Well, anyway, we're going to call my special guest over. She's a very popular person. She owned the Peaceful Rage awesome page you guys can log into, subscribe to. Well, not too much of that. We have to take a little contest and we want to see who's going to have more subscriber on the channel by Christmas. I'm not doing good. I have 7 yesterday. I have 6 today. I don't know where she's at now. She was at 90. I don't know now. But doesn't really matter, I guess. Don't do that to get subscriber. I do that for fun. I told you guys yesterday, every time I see myself in that thing, I think about Sylvester Stallone or whatever. Frank Castle. When we will need some of those guys to come help us out there. But anyway, I'm going to call somebody over. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy the Canadian flag for a little bit. Look at this. Awesome, man. Lisa! Come on, hurry up. People's waiting. My 7 subscribers waiting. Hurry up. Yeah, we always wait on women, do we? She's coming. Sorry, she was busy. She was busy. I'm gonna warm up her chair here on the other side of the Canadian flag. And she's coming! Oh, no, that's not my wife, said Doug. Sometimes we bark as hard. Close the door.
You're quite spinny today.
Yeah, this is our new update. Okay, guys, that's my wife, Lisa Lowen. She owns Rageful Peace. And I'm pissed off. She have 90 subscribers. I have only 7 or 6. Anyway,
actually, you dropped down to 6.
I dropped down to 6.
You're quite popular.
Must have upset someone. Anyway, like I was saying yesterday, I make a small video. My wife have shared a video of my daughters showing her legs moving and her feet. And there we go. She come in. She's not gonna stop that. Every time I'm gonna say something, she's gonna say something else, and on and on and on. Then if we start screaming, it's just normal. Okay? Please do not put a complaint on that. Okay, what I was saying, somebody have put a complaint on a video. My wife was showing the movement of my daughter's legs because she received a Speranza treatment, and we go there every 4 months at the Stollery Hospital, and it's been awesome and it's doing good. And by the way, that little injection, she get the value of that. It's $175,000 US. She get one every
4 months.
Every 4 months. Then, oh my goodness, I tell you, I need to work.
But that is also thank you to the company that has done the research on it and has been fighting to help, these kids, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. And
no discretion on that one.
I doesn't pay for. We don't pay for the treatment, and anyway, it's a funding. We find.
She started on a trial, and she's kind of stayed on that type of trial, which the company itself helps us with, and other people. It's been a really big journey.
Yeah. And at the beginning, we've been traveling to Calgary. We have lots of funny story about that. But anyway, the fact is,
skunk.
Yeah, the skunk. Yeah, not me, the skunk. But anyway, it's a little funny story about the skunk. And our Facebook page has been blocked. And anyway, I'm gonna be damn smart. I know you guys. It's tired to hear about my French accent.
Maybe it's just tired to hear about you, period.
We're from Canada. I'm French Canadian.
Fringlish.
Fringlish, whatever. And
it's a Fringlish home.
I'm from Quebec. Unfortunately. But that's
and
okay.
Unfortunately, I picked you up, French man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, anyway, we're gonna go straight to the point. My ADHD, EDD, whatever you want to call it, it's a lot of damn D and drive me crazy after a while. Anyway, Lisa's gonna share the experience, what's happened, and she's gonna tell you what's happened. We receive a nice apology. Go ahead, honey.
It's been over 7 years we deal with online romance scams due to the fact that once my father passed away, my mom started learning how to use Facebook. The story is real, and we want to be able to help others out there and educate other people. It's not only just the victim's problem. This becomes a whole entire family problem. Everybody becomes affected. Everybody becomes involved. It affects everyone because they interfere completely in your life. They have your loved one or family member or friend convinced that everyone else around them is mistreating them, that they're horrible, that everybody else is horrible, that they can't listen to them. And when you try to clarify the facts that they're not real, it becomes a huge problem. So they start following you everywhere on Facebook. They are all over the world. They work together. It's like one big organized crime from mostly in Nigeria to India, unfortunately. They do get up to local areas in US, local areas UK, local areas in Canada, local areas everywhere.
That's why I wear this. They cannot steal my identity. Sorry, I like to joke.
Well, they do try to do that all the time. They try to take our photos. They try to put our name out there. They do money laundering. They actually got a hold of a local trucking Peace River company's check and was just about to money launder this check. Get my mom to actually money launder it. They sent it to her somehow. And so we don't know, they obviously work locally. Another time they asked my mom to, they needed money and they set her up. They told her which ATM she should be going to and things like that. And so she went to this local ATM machine at the mall in our own city and went to go do what she was thinking she's doing this great job for these people. She ended up being robbed by a younger group of them. It's an organized group from Nigeria that happened to be in Canada, unfortunately, that make it hard on people who do come to Canada for the right benefits of life. And this is what we like to, not we, but this is what these guys really like. They really love these kinds of things to get you involved in Bitcoin so that nobody can track where this money goes to. They're very big on convincing. So then this way, the money that gets laundered, if it does get tracked to anybody, it will get tracked to the victim that they are manipulating. usually seniors, which it should be considered throughout the world, because there are laws that are strict about senior abuse. But this is a high target, is that the seniors are the most vulnerable, especially when they lose a loved one and they start learning social media so that they can connect with their families and friends and have higher spirits in life after going through something so difficult. But these guys come online, they will pry on people's weakness and just destroy a beautiful person or a person who's already struggling with addictions or who's just vulnerable in general. And they will start attacking not only the person, but the people that are all around their loved ones that are close to them, that try to help them to stop interacting with these online scams. It's unbelievable. They'll email you. They somehow get your phone number, call you all hours of the night. It doesn't matter if I change my phone number. It doesn't matter if I change my Facebook page. It doesn't matter what I do. I created a whole, it's called Lisa Duchesne, I think, or Lisa Hugo Duchesne.
Yeah, I don't know. You changed the name on that thing so many times.
So I made this. I started watching a lot of these scammers when they start their fake profiles, how they're interacting.
Okay, hang on. I have to cut off my ADHD kick in. And what your profile looks like, Lisa? First of all, if I inform people, what usually your profile looks like, and we know it's...
They usually like to go with oil drillers, doctors, and go with military. Usually U.S. military, and they will have, if you like put in Paul Le Camera, you will get like 100 different military style, different names, different locations, but they make thousands or hundreds of like just Paul Le Camera profile, or Eric Hill, another very popular one, and they'll make thousands of the same profile with the same profile picture.
Maybe not thousand, but I mean...
well, at least hundreds, and they will have people, like various people working on these profiles to try to scam people, and when you call them out publicly, they'll be like, oh my gosh, and then they block you. They're gone.
And what they usually do, Lisa, how do they try to get you going when that happens?
They try to tell me that their mother died, their father died. It's a very poor country.
No, it's not what I mean. She's right about that. But when the discussion, the one we have play with, what's happened usually? They ask you some question. Oh, my dear, I love your picture.
Oh, yeah, they will be like, I love your picture. The grammar is really bad. I love your picture, my dear. And they try to play on your guilt and your vulnerabilities. They try to play from your vulnerabilities they learn from your family members. And they totally try to manipulate you, how much they love you and how much your family doesn't appreciate you and all these things. It continues, and it's a horrible, horrible, vicious crime that is going on nationwide. This is not just in my home. This doesn't just happen to me. This has been on TLC.
Hey, look, I get punched by a 73 years old.
74. 74-year-old woman, because
74, 73, she's ugly the same way.
We're trying to, she's not, and we're trying to make her understand, though, that this is a serious situation, but she's completely got it in her head that we're the abusers, and tries to tell everybody that we are taking her money, but all her transactions show that she goes to Shoppers Drug Mart, all online gambling. Unfortunately, that's another thing that the government made very easy for people to fall into.
And if I can just add, I joke around about my mother-in-law, but she have give us some great help in the past, and we have see her state of mind totally changing because of what was happening, and the stress, how stressed she was coming when it was the time for her to go to get those crazy gift card there. It was unbelievable.
Crying like a child who's having a serious temper tantrum, literally crying, sniffling, telling us how nasty we are, like just going on, and we're like trying to tell her that we're not going to supply her gambling addiction or support it or support these online gamblers, not only scammers. But the online romance scams will often ask for cell phones. They'll often ask for gift cards. What else do they ask for?
They ask to meet when...
laptops. They ask for laptops.
Well, we're going to have to stop the video. We have an important phone call. Yeah, what we've been saying. We have an important phone call we have come in. It's what we have to deal with here on a regular basis. Anyway, what we've been saying, is the scammer and things like that, and they try to put you comfortable and things like this, and after that, where they invite you to go?
Oh no, they keep saying that they're trapped somewhere.
No, they invite you to go on this.
Oh, WhatsApp, and then chat, Snapchat, anything that is like really unprotected, they will ask you to go to those chat sites. So you're more vulnerable and more victimized in those sites, which is really sad. And unfortunately, YouTube is full of them as well. A lot of these criminal guys too as well. They watch everything. Their grammar is completely horrible. They will really use nasty things to your family when your family tries to say, look, this isn't right, you're being scammed. They will send you nasty emails, try to tell you that you are being abusive, that you are, they'll try to play with your vulnerability, of any vulnerability that they see that you've ever had. They follow every move that you or your family make.
They even send you some fake legal document. With the Department of Justice of Canada or whatever the country might be, to we will be arrested, charged with this and blah blah blah, and
and they make serious accusations. They try to go after you on everything. They try to say that you are abusive. They try to say that you are that if you're not behaving well, they're going to send people after you, or well, they've got your mama tied around their finger and nothing you can do about it. So they really play and toy, saying like, look, I've got your family member by a puppet string and I can do what I want with her now, and which is really scary. And it is sad because they victimize into that, and then they think that we are causing a conspiracy, that everybody is just trying to take their money, hates them. And it's bad enough we're already dealing with somebody who is progressing very well. And actually, she was doing really well when she was coming through, when we were getting her help for her gambling addiction.
Yeah.
She was actually really making progress. But where she fell on her vulnerability was when my dad passed away.
Yeah. And yeah, it's the kind of stuff we deal with on a regular basis. For me, I'm not too worried about that. Doesn't gonna stop to go anywhere, but it's kind of weird. You have a lots of stuff happen to us since, lots of strange phone call,
all hours of the night,
video
chat, everything. They hit us. They try to call us on video chat. They every spring we get a nail in our front tire from both vehicles. We've had.
Yeah, lots of stuff happened to us about this, and it needs to be talked about. And when you try to report all those things to Facebook, basically not too much they do. Sometimes they will shut down some profile, but Lisa have done that quite often now, and always getting back with the same answer. Oh, we don't see nothing wrong with that profile. We don't see nothing wrong with that profile. But it's very clear, some of those profiles are on Scam Heater site, so you can get lots of great information about that. But anyway, it's the fact too. And what's happened with Facebook with your account?
I ended up, so I've had a post or a video for 2 years now that I've had on my YouTube channel. And I mean, it shows my daughter's toes and everything. And it had 13,000 views on it, and I was like, oh wow, that's amazing. I understand, some people have feet fetish, some people don't. I mean, some people are really weird. The whole world is full of a variety of weird people, no matter where you go. So
I'm one of them.
But so anyways, I was like, oh, okay, let's hit 13,000 views. And all of a sudden it got shut down that I was sexually exploiting, playing with my child, and making sexual comments to my child and all this stuff. And I was tickling my daughter's toes. I was like, oh, you tickle your toes, like any parent does to their child. And right away we knew it was the scammers, because then once they started talking about it, and I said, at the moment I put it up, I got shut down and restricted. My Facebook got restricted at the moment I tried to talk about it. And they put it as a hate speech when I tried to say that, look, these scammers are watching me now and shutting this all down. the second that happened, my Facebook got shut down for 48 hours. I had to reply back to what was going on to Facebook. They weren't reopening. I had to reply to YouTube because then YouTube got shut it down. And YouTube then kindly put it back up saying, yes, I do meet standards and that they apologize because this is my daughter's muscle movements and progress I'm very proud about and that I like to share with other SMA families so that they can also understand how hard this progress has been to get there. Not only that, but they can see progress. Those who will never, and I'm crossing my fingers as I say this, never see what we've been through as SMA families, our children will always remember where our pioneer children come from and what the capabilities and how hard and progress that they do to get there, right? The work that it takes. For people to be educated that it takes a long time for her to build a little muscle on her calf. The education is really important, and then to have these criminals sit back and just play with your life and toy with your life and make your life really difficult when you are really advocating for what's necessary in our lifetime. What I found out from having nurses from Africa, Nigeria and things like that, they told me that it's a very wealthy country actually, and they will tell you everything, that their parents are deceased, that they're an orphan and that there's no money for them. They really play on you, but apparently it's a very wealthy country.
No, well, we don't gonna go around the ball. We know you have a lot of
other issues like any other country.
But I mean, when you come down to scam, elderly people or vulnerable people, and when you try to call the law enforcement about it, they basically tell you nothing they can do. And if you try to restrict your family member financial, or you don't want them all in trouble, and basically nothing you can do about it. And it's what is very sad. Destroy family, and basically you should just sit back and nothing you can do. That's why if you have a lots of people like us out there where they have their family members stuck on the same kind of pattern, you guys have to talk about it, and it's not time to be afraid. I know it can be very stressful sometimes, but obviously our own institution doesn't want to take care of those kind of problems, and I seriously believe
No, you got that wrong. Actually, yes, because what I have been told, my sister and I we're both power of attorneys. We looked at what our options are. We have called every counselor, every seniors counselor, addiction counselors. I've dealt with for 7 years now police and RCMP, internationals, because we're told to talk to the nationals. The nationals tell us we have to talk to our RCMP, our RCMP tell us we have to talk to our police say that we have to talk to the RCMP, the RCMP.
Oh my God, if they play tennis!
And then wait. And then after that, we go through all of the psychological abuse ourselves as families, stress, worries, concerns for all our children, all our family, everybody, our friends, everybody around us. And then we get told that basically if we give up our power of attorneys, the moment we do this, the government will officially step in, go get my mom, put her in an institution, and the government will officially take care of all of her affairs from there. And
that's not weird. The government doesn't want to interfere.
Doesn't want the family to get help. The family get the help their family member needs, unless we give up our power of attorney, so the government can take over all her affairs.
And if we talk about somebody who have a lots of asset or lots of money on their bank account, the family give up the power of attorney. Everything's going to the state take care of it, and when that person die, what's happened?
And not only that, but when the person ends up in the institution, majority of the time, do they get the proper care? I can tell you that I worked in long-term care myself, and when the majority of the family members never see their family members for months on end, they deteriorate very rapidly, and I could tell you why. There's a lot of reasons why. Sedations, when they have internal bleeding and they end up dying from it, I mean, I could go on.
Lack of fluid.
Lack of
On
fluid because
purpose,
somebody,
in my opinion, on purpose.
sorry, because somebody, will only drink water with ice, and when you tell them something's wrong, you got to make them, force them to get up and get to a table. And I can tell you the stories that go on about what happens
Like
to
somebody
seniors.
elderly who have COPD cannot have certain
Dilaudid.
kind of painkiller,
My dad,
but they still give it to them.
because they're seniors.
And yeah, they have no family looking after them, then
Well, they did, but
yeah, no, I mean certain person have no family member looking after them,
And-
then they going slowly. That's
basically the
happened.
hospitals and institutions, once to become institutionalized, they will do what they want with you, which is an example from one of my previous videos about what happened to me when just over the phone, and we were just asking for the phone, and like 2 days they withheld my phone for no reason. Like, it wasn't really a reason they should have held it. Like, they said, we're going to let you rest. And then when Hugo tried to get my phone back, it turned into an argument, and security got called, and next thing you know, I was slammed to the floor.
Yeah, and that's gonna be for another day. Anyway, that was my special guest for the day, and we're gonna
The
see
one
what.
thing about that admission, though,
No, she's
I know.
never gonna stop.
Sorry, but the one thing about that admission, I went in there voluntarily for suicidal help and support, and I ended up getting attacked by security guards, and now I have an issue leaving even my home now.
Yeah, and that was something else.
I went in volunteering.
That was very something else. I tell you. First of all, how he went. We're not gonna go too much on detail. She went voluntary. She wanted to be admitted to psychiatric unit for. Well, she's not been ashamed about it. Me neither. She has some very bad suicidal thought at the time. And then we took her in there. First of all, right at the merge, it was not working out. Oh, you sure? Are you as bad? Oh, you sure? Are you as bad? Did I have to admit you? And look, I have to get mad at the damn white suit there, call a doctor. That's all you call them, I think. But I mean, it was horrible. And finally, we get her admitted there. He totally go completely different than I was expecting it. I bring my wife there because I cannot guarantee her safety no more, and I require some professional help. It doesn't turn out so good. First thing, they put her under something called Alberta Mental Health.
Alberta Act or something. Mental Health Alberta Act.
Mental Health Act, sorry.
Yeah, the mental.
And when they do that, they have 100% control of that person.
Mm-hmm.
They completely split us apart. I tried to give them some information, give the medical team some information about Lisa's condition, because she have a lot underlying condition. She's not only sick like that, she's sick all over the place.
My brain literally.
She have brain bleed, cancer, and she have a lot of issues going on. Then, if I shake her too much, oh my goodness, she's gonna turn green, and you see Hulk is coming out of that thing. But anyway, they completely refuse to listen to those information. And then when she's been tackled and plus she's claustrophobic, she have lots of anxiety, and it's very hard for her to control her emotion. Then my goal was to try to avoid that situation more than possible. Then I was willing to give them more information possible to... It's very important in the mid-school field to share information between everybody to make sure we get every single detail possible to try to help people maximize the intervention, right? And I wanted to tell them, she have a very special temper. She's particular. And I wanted to tell them, if she start getting exciting, to just leave her some space. You guys have to understand, it's on the psychiatric unit, everything it's control. You have no sharp object. The chair, they are tied up to the ground. Everything is safe in there.
No.
Then you have everything except the patient.
Yeah.
That's weird, eh? And anyway, I wanted to make sure they understand that if she started getting upset, just leave her some space. And they're going to try to use, you have other people in the room. Yes, she have a roommate there, but she wasn't there at the moment. She was outside. and she started getting hyper. And
actually, I'm going to slowly interrupt you. I guess everybody felt or knew that this was coming because I guess they told me that I was somewhat on my last line of warnings, and I was like, how am I on my last line of warnings for asking for a phone that I handed over to you in the first 15 minutes? I self-admitted myself, or asked for admission for my suicide issues and for the support of you guys, which I'm supposed to do because that's what was recommended.
But anyway, I have telling them to make sure if that happened, leave her some space. She's gonna do her little yapping. She's gonna get upset. She's not gonna hurt nobody, and she probably going to ask you some space. And it's what I wanted to tell them. Impossible to talk to them. We'll have tried to talk to the damn wall. The wall will have listened more. But anyway, and that is the fact. If they will have listened to me, what's happened to Lisa will have never happened. She will not endure with her arm and her body full of bruises. She will have not been tackled by 6-man security officer. They just restrain her. That I find that quite interesting. They tie her up. I think about it sometime when she pissed me off. Ouch. But anyway, I will have paid lots of money to see that, but I miss it, unfortunately. But anyway, that if they will have listened to everything what I have to say, we probably will avoid that situation. And it's funny now, but she have a severe brain bleed who kill lots of people. Exactly.
It's a rare brain bleed.
The location of it. Apparently, it's all about the location of it. It's like lots of bad things go with.
The spot is exactly here. I feel it daily.
And she could have died just for that. From the exhaustion of fighting against the security guard, she could have died right there. That was the reason why I feel I needed to give them every mid-school information possible. I come from a background of emergency responder, then I know how important the communication can be. Unfortunately, even the doctor do not understand that.
Today, she never read my medical file either.
But anyway, that was for today. I'm gonna ask her to leave, and I like to finish my thing on myself. Well, okay, that was my guess.
And one step at a time, guys. Remember.
Yeah, from Peaceful Rage. Better English than I have, did he? I guess you don't learn a language just by kissing. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy my my stuff. If you do, hit like. If you don't, and please subscribe. More people we're gonna have talking about those kind of issue. It's not kind of issue people like to talk about it. But like I have said before, come Court. Come on, baby. No, you just want the chair, seriously. Anyway, that's my baby. And yeah, people don't like to talk about those kind of issue, but it's not something I'm ashamed of, because it's something I have to deal on a daily basis. Try to keep my family safe and try to keep my decency. It's very hard to do. Take some pills, bro. It's not gonna happen. And the point is, I know I joke around a lot about this. I make myself look lots more crazy than I am really. Am I gonna take off those glasses? It's gonna help a bit. And yeah, the problem is, I always argue with my therapist and my doctor and stuff like this. I said, what will be the point for me to try to take some pills to make me feel better, to stabilize my state of mind and things like that? And when on a daily basis I have to deal with that kind of stuff. On a daily basis, getting phone call from Alberta Healthcare, Home Care, the caregiver company who provide the care. And sometimes they just don't want to listen to what it makes sense. And they trigger me every single time for a simple thing. Yeah, it is very hard to deal with. Just like one example of it. And anyway, the video cut off again. A simple thing. I was supposed to shut that down there, but start on another subject. We used to have a lot of hole in the schedule for the caregiver for my daughter, and due to COVID, they start having a lot of trouble finding LPN for cover up the schedule. Then I said at night time we can use some HCA. HCA, it's only a nursing aid, and my daughter requirement, it's LPN because of her condition and certain medication she get to HCA not allowed to deal with. Then what I have suggested them, we can compense the hole we have on the schedule at night time and by HCA, because at night time me and Lisa never go anywhere. Then we can get up and give her a medication and go back to bed, and that's not going to be a problem. They told me, oh, well, if you do that, you're going to lose all your LPN you got. I said, why is that? I said, oh, because we cannot mix the two services. We cannot have HCA and LPN coming inside your house under the same contract. I need my fucking glasses when I talk about it. I feel like... ridiculous! Take some pill, bro. It's not gonna happen. And after that, they go along, tell you they try to help you. They do their best, they good. Seriously, they cannot mix the two services because it's too complicated for the administration. Look. I'm gonna switch my shoe with you. I'm gonna go spend 8 hours a day in your office. Do your administration part. Come deal with my stuff at home. And after a month or two, we're going to have a discussion. What is the most complicated? Yeah, that is the kind of issue we deal on a regular basis. My wife is exhausted by it. I'm exhausted by it. But we're going to keep going. And we're going to keep talking about this. And hopefully we're going to be able to find some people who's going to want to discuss about the same kind of issue. Because I can guarantee we are not the same. We are not the only one. But the problem is people are afraid to talk about it. They are ashamed. Or they just don't care what is going to happen to the next family behind them. And that is something I've said I will never do. I doesn't fight for only for my daughter get what she need. I think about the next family behind who's waiting at the hospital and with the children with a very severe condition, or for the pregnant woman who's going to give birth soon to a disabled child who have absolutely no idea yet. Is the reason why I do what I'm doing, is the reason why Lisa is doing what she's doing. And anyway, thank you guys for watching our video, and please again put a comment below. And if you like it, hit like. If you don't. And if you find my subject too upsetting, that's something else, basically, because I'm not going to stop because you don't like it. Basically is what it is. Oh, I forgot something. We'll do that kind of stuff. Yeah, if you don't like it, put a complaint on. I absolutely don't care. You can tell me to shut up. That's not gonna happen, bro. Anyway, have a good day. Welcome to Rageful Peace or Peaceful Rage. Pick the language you prefer. You come on both Frenchy or English. But if you want somebody for the look, obviously, it's me. Have a good day, guys.
Things are right, you just know. There is something in your eyes that brings me home. 'Cause when there's love, you don't let go. So as long as you're with me, you're not alone, you'll never be. I wanna tell you what